everyone, welcome to Chris Recommends. In this video, I'm going to be talking about a cooperative trick-taking game that is designed by Thomas Singh with art by Marco Armbruster, and it's published by Cosmos. This is The Crew. In The Crew, players play as astronauts who are seeking adventure and trying to learn more about the mysterious Planet 9. The subtitle of this game is The Quest for Planet 9. But really, there's no theme in this game. It's a themeless trick-taking game with some nice art. At the beginning of a round of The Crew, players are going to be dealt out a hand of cards consisting of one of 5 suits. There's yellow, green, blue, and pink. And then we have the trump suit, rockets. A couple of missions are going to be placed in the middle of the table, and then starting with the first player, players are going to take those. And those cards are like mini cards of the exact same deck. So they look like this, they're smaller. And those cards are going to be their missions. In other words, you have to take the trick of the small card that you have. So if you have the one yellow, you need to take the one yellow card. Just like in every other trick-taking game, the player who starts is going to lead with a suit, and then everyone else at the table either has to play that same suit, or if they don't have a card in that suit, they can play any other card, or they can play a trump, the rockets. The player who played the highest value card in the same suit as the lead player, or who played the highest rocket value, will win the trick. The really interesting thing about this game, and what makes it work for me, is that players can't communicate normally. They have to communicate using these communication tokens. They look like this. And now players can only communicate using their communication token once per mission. If they wanted to signal that the card in their hand, say this green 8, was the highest value card in the green suit, a player can put it on the table and put this token at the top of it. If they wanted to signal that this was the lowest value card in this suit, they could do that by placing the token at the bottom of the card. Or if they wanted to signal that this green 8 was the only green card they had in their hand, they could do so by placing the token on the card. And those 3 decisions make this game amazing. It turns this game into, instead of just a trick-taking game where you're just trying to get tricks, it turns it into a deductive reasoning game that's shared communally among all players. There are a lot of missions in the game. 50 missions in the rulebook. I personally haven't been through all 50 missions. I think I've been through about 30. And I haven't got to the end of the missions. There's a lot of them. And they do get pretty hard. But what's interesting is that, and what's fun about this game is that as you play, you and your group get really in sync. You start to think about how they think, you start to play around ways that they play, you start to understand how they are going to communicate. All the players seamlessly play their cards out in an order that accomplishes all the missions, and everyone just cheers at the table. So this game plays from 3 to 5 players, and it also includes a 2-player variant in the rulebook. Though I don't really like the 2-player variant, I think it's okay, and if you really wanted to play this game with just one other person, I'd actually recommend against doing that. I'd say go try Fox in the Forest instead, which is another great trick-taking game for 2 players. There's Fox in the Forest Duet, which is also cooperative. The Crew plays best at 3, 4, and 5 players. In fact, I'd say it gets better with the more players you have. It is a lot of fun at 5 when you can get 5 players together and really attuned to this game. The Crew is a wonderful game. Probably my favorite trick-taking game. I have not had as much fun with the trick-taking game as I have with The Crew. I played a lot of trick-taking games in my life. I played a lot of games with my dad, playing hearts and spades, and I've done that enough. I can get really competitive with those games. But what's wonderful about this game is that because you're working together, and because you succeed or fail together, everyone's working hard to finish that mission. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button below and subscribe to this content so we can keep making videos like this for you. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care.